Hi guys, this is Sherry from Country Fried Homestead. Today I'm going to be making one of our favorites in the summertime. We're going to be making stuffed tomatoes. What I do is I make a mixture of tuna fish and Duke's mayonnaise, a little bit of green onion, and my homemade sweet pickle relish. And I'm going to put it all in a container, mix it up. I'm going to core the tomatoes and I'm going to take out just a little bit of the insides. Okay guys, I just want to show you, I've cut the top off and now I'm going to core out a little bit of the center. I don't want to take too much because I do like to have some of the tomato in with my tuna fish mixture. Okay, I'm going to take the center of that tomato, pop it out. I've got a good little core here and I'll put my tuna fish mixture in that and I'll show you that in just a second. Okay, now that my tomatoes are ready, I've got my tuna fish and I do squeeze all the juice out of it. I just use tuna and water. And you can use albacore tuna, that's a lot better, but I don't happen to have any on hand, so I'm gonna use the tuna fish that I have here. I have 4 cans that I'm using today because I'm gonna make pretty much of this. Next, I'll put in my Duke's mayonnaise. I like Duke's, that's what I typically use, so I'll put some of that in. I'm gonna use about 3 heaping tablespoons. Do me about there. If I need a little more after a while, I'll put a little more in, but I think that ought to do me. And then from there, I'm gonna put in my pickle relish. This is homemade, it's sweet pickle relish. You're welcome to use any store-bought brand, it won't hurt a thing. My pickle relish has a lot of celery seed in there and a little bit of mustard seed. About a heaping teaspoon and a half of that. I add just a tiny bit of celery seed to it because I find that helps to give it that little kick. Next, I will be using my onions. I will cut these into small pieces and then put them in here as well. And then I'll also add just a little bit of sea salt to sprinkle in and a little bit of pepper. While I'm cutting up my green onion, I wanted to let you know that you never have to cry when you cut onions. Years ago, I had troubles and I didn't use as much onion as I would like to. Nowadays, it doesn't bother me a bit. What I do is I stick my tongue to the roof of my mouth. And if that doesn't do it, chew a piece of gum. If you chew the gum and you stick your tongue up there on the roof of your mouth, you will keep that from making your eyes cry. It works perfectly. I've done that for years now, and I never cry anymore. It also helps to use Vidalia onions, but with these green onions, they're not super strong, so I don't have to worry about crying anyway. But there are some onions you get in the store that are so strong, and I just stick my tongue to the roof of my mouth, and that cures it. So hopefully that helps you. Now I'll be taking and putting my green onions in with my mixture. Toss them on in, and then I'll just stir this all together. I'll add just a little more pepper more than likely, but that's about it. So this is all I have to do, stir it up. And we've got us some tuna salad. My tuna salad will go in with my tomatoes. And it'll make a really tasty summertime dinner. Alrighty, I will add my tuna fish to my tomato. Just put it in there, little heap and dollop. And I'll continue with the rest of these. And then what I typically do is put it on a couple pieces of lettuce, because that way when you're done with the tuna fish, you can take and use that as a salad in the end, and it works great. So, and this is the finished product. I'll put this on my lettuce, set it on the table, and have dinner.